There. Back on now. Back on again. Still no comments. Obviously nobody's commenting. Nobody on, that's right. I've got somebody in. Comment. So I can see if the comments have come back on. Just say something. Hello. Can't see any comments. No, still can't see comments. Is anybody commenting? I can't see any. Don't know what's happened. No, still can't see any comments. Has anybody commented? I don't know because I can't see your comments. I've just got welcome to live chat. Nothing's coming up. Oh, there we go. Look. Now we've got another, what? Another 40 minutes. Should be there. At least I can see your comment. I thought I couldn't see. I thought I'd lost my comments, but must have not been commented. Kept dipping in and out on live stream. Yeah, I know they kept knocking me on and off as well. Do it on purpose, so I've started another stream. We just did roadworks here. Get through these and then up over Orwell Bridge. Right. Comments were playing up last night, right? Told her, how you doing, Paul? You were attacking me. It's like, oh, what? He's using all our bandwidth and nobody's watching him. It's not. That's no good. Get off. If it were Trucker Tim, that'd be it. Oops, turn that off. I'm going to have a few of them. That means I've just got over at white line. Like this one on my left side. But I'd rather go over that than into that barrier at the other side. There is it, there, look, turn it off. Get off. Wait, turn on. Was it turned on? Lane departure system disabled, that'll do. I'm sat on that white line, you see. Well, I'm not going to get upside of that barrier, am I? Yeah. Got leaves coming on trees now, greening up. When you come down here in autumn, and they're all different colours, it looks really good. And you got the yellows and oranges and that. But yeah, when I get a new laptop and a new hard drive, I'll be able to start making videos again. Instead of just one long live stream. I don't know whether people like this more than videos, I don't know. I like to put a bit of time lapse on it and some tunes and that. Try and make it a bit more interesting. But I've just used all my data space up, all my storage space. Got no storage left. There's none on my phone. I've got about 2 gig left on my phone, which won't even do a video. Yeah, I can record it, but then I can't edit it with my phone. And my laptop's full. So I have to wait till I can afford get some enough cash to get a decent laptop, 15-inch screen with a 32 mega RAM and fat processor, NVIDIA gaming card in it or something. Got high graphics, that should do it. Yeah, we're back on again. We dipped out again. Yeah, I've got about, I said about 7 o'clock, didn't I? I'll be there. Should be there about 7. Packed up. It's quite nice now, doesn't it? There's only one in. The one and only fan. Nobody likes me. Because I'm a Yorkshire bastard. Oh, I've got 2 now. I've got 2 likes as well. Oh dear. Craig, I'm on the A14 heading towards Felixstowe. About 20 miles to go. I'm going to see if I can get in, park up on this lay-by that I know, but if I can't get there, I'll be going down to truck stop in Felixstowe. Might have a walk down to the seafront. If I can't get on this lay-by. See, oh, I might get fish and chips as well. Chippy will be on. Bit of seaside fish and chips, can't beat that. Yeah, I've got a 20-foot box on, which I'm dropping off tomorrow at dinner time, because the box that they're releasing for Friday delivery back up north isn't going to be released till, I don't know where it's going yet. They just told me we'll get in touch with you in the morning with your vehicle booking reference. Well, vehicle booking system it's called, VBS. So we'll give you your VBS in the morning for in the afternoon, and it'll probably be about 1 o'clock before they'll release the box. Because apparently there's some problem with these container companies. I was reading an article about it saying people were moaning, saying the shipping companies are charging them £10,000 to £14,000 to hire to ship a container, and then what they're doing is they're not releasing them off the port, and they're charging them £1,300 a month for storage. And the people are saying, no, I want my container, please. And they're saying, oh, it's like backlog on dock. There's no backlog. There's trucks to take them off. I have to wait half a day for it releasing. All to do with the shipping companies and the ports not releasing containers, and people are having to pay for storage. So there's something going off. It's not normal, that. It didn't used to be like that. It's like they're trying to slow the economy down on purpose, if you ask me. Something's amiss. Now, grab that bob-eyed. No, I'm not on my milk cold, mate. I'm going. I'm on containers at the minute. I'm on my way to Felixstowe. I might be back on my milk cold in this truck because I've told her this job's not paying much. I've worked it out. It's paying £1.60 a mile or something. That's to the boss. So I said I won't work for that. That's why I ain't got my own truck anymore. So I've got in touch with No Cold because I work for them, and they've sent him their like subbies package. So he's having a look at that, and then I think he was talking to manager Paul today, and then we might be on in a couple of weeks. So we might be on No Cold, but driving for a subby. Because the only thing is, I won't tramp for no cold is they don't give you your own truck. And I want my own truck. I'm not swapping trucks every week. Tried it for 3 months for them. I said, no, I can't do this. Give me my own truck. Well, we can't, mate. We need our operational policy. I said, I'll see you then. So off I went. But I've got in touch with JP back at Stage Freight. I said, have you got any jobs? He said, coming up, and he said, because I know that Stage Truck had taken them over. He just said, soon. He just sent me a text back saying soon, and that was about 2 weeks ago. But I've not heard anything from them since. But if they didn't want me to work there, they'd have said no, wouldn't he? So, but he had put soon, so that seemed a bit promising. Right, A14 this. Yeah, it's a bit like A1. Oh, it's a Dafflis. It's on here. I think it's not badged up with a power rating, but I think it's a 460 because it's a bit slow on hills. I've had a DAF 530, pulled a lot better than this, so I reckon this is on here. I don't think it's even a 510, I think it's a 460, but it's not badged up, so I wouldn't know what power rating is. I reckon it's a 460 anyway. A police! I'm waiting for him to turn his lights on then. What are you doing live streaming? We've caught you. Yeah, it just depends what kind of continental they do, mate. What kind of work do they do? I'm not doing a Euroliner, pulling out boards off. Been there, done that. 2006. Thought I've had enough. There's all boards inside the trailer at the back of Kurt. You need to take all boards out and drop flaps down and move. side pillars, slight roof back at top, and I'm like, nah, too old for that shit. We have containers or fridges. They're hard enough lifting hooks into that's A12 going that way to your left. Takes you down to Harwich in London. Yeah, so I just do containers and fridges now. Like I said, it was hard enough putting when I was doing hanging meat. It's because they take the hooks out, they swing their hooks, the obviously carcasses off with our hooks, so then they give you the same amount of hooks back in boxes, in plastic trays, and you have to lift them back into side lockers, into pallet lockers. So that was hard enough, lifting them in. Oh yeah, and I went to Ed Sheddy, they said, comes knocking on door. This Turkish guy, or Pakistani, they couldn't tell the difference. Anyway, I came to the door. You help unload? I went, no mate, it's not my job, it's my job to bring it here. Wanted me to get it back with hanging meat, shoving it all off, and get covered in blood. So I got some overalls, mate, and a little white cap, like you've got, set of gloves, some them plastic thingies for over my boats, getting out blood. So now you can forget that, mate. Getting in with my own clothes on. Coming back out, sitting in truck, look like you've flipping been, you've just been a serial killer. Okay. I get rip taken out of me already because I got beard and glasses. They keep asking me if I escaped from Wakey prison. Harold Shipman. Sea Transport in Sheffield, want. Not dirty, right? Tell you, look at that, Michael. I'll give him a spanner. He's calling me Harold. Did I say it wrong name, did I? I thought I said Harold. Nah, don't matter. Flat-skin containers. Huh? They slow down when they've got all that slip road to slow down on, and then they start slowing down on. My dad was up before there is no plastic pig. Plastic pig. I think that's what they used to call ARF in it, plastic pig. And a fiberglass cab, didn't it? I didn't call it that, you see, because I liked them. Proper gearbox. Couldn't break that full of Road Ranger. And no clutch wear, because you used to float gears without using clutch. Just use it for going uphill. Better double D clutching to get quick changing uphill. Yeah, nice that got Cummins engine. Nice piece of kit, if you ask me. I'd still have one if it had an Olympic cab and a big Cummins in it. Just lift it up a bit higher so I like these are now. Lift cab up a bit higher. Olympic cab. Just right then. I think the base to mount Kenworth in the Harridine with lift up back. Just going over Allwale Bridge here, look. Allwale Cross. Here, look. Slip switch down there, can you see it? I don't think I can see it. Can't see what I'm looking at. I'm just holding my phone up. I'm still driving that road though. So I'm looking forwards. Put it back. Did you see it? Don't know what you saw like. Look at this. Mini just pulls in front and slows down. Yeah, man. Learner, there's a learner sticking in back. Look, I'll teach you how to fuck trucks up, make them brake on a downhill, just for the fun of it. Past me, and then slows down. Come on, do it on purpose. I tell you, learner. Driving instructor. This is how we mess about with truck drivers. We pass them, we pull in front, and then we slow down like a twat. Glendenning, I can't remember them. Glendenning, yeah. Can't remember Glendenning. Yeah, Olympic cab, yeah. I'd still have one of them. Just lift it up a bit higher so I've only got a little engine on. And it's still a good truck that. They were ahead of the time, I think, back in the day. And they had a proper engine in it and a proper gearbox in it. It's not too bad, mate. They're what's his name? Oh, Mr. B's, yeah. They're not too bad. They're a bit bumpy, but odd pothole here and there. But yeah, they keep them surfaced pretty well. Not too bumpy. It's a bit bumpy, but not too bad. Northern Cracker-Lacka. As that Stirling says, Northern Cracker-Lacky. Yeah, I think Dutch roads are best roads in Europe myself. France ain't bad like, but got some rough concrete bits. If you go to Holland, it's, well, Craig's still in, he'll tell you, he's driven it. I've Holland, smoothest roads. And it's nice and flat is Holland as well, because there's no hills. So it's nice to drive. Get 12 to gallon in Holland. It's all flat. I'm empty, so I don't have to worry about being broken into, so I'm going to park at there, look, where it says there on that yellow sign, stack area. That's where I'm going. It's where they stack them up when if they shut port down and they don't want trucks down at port, they stack you up back here. That's where I'm going to park tonight, in the lay-by. Well, if I can't get in here, I'm going down to truck stop, see if I can get in there. Because there's a truck stop in Felixstowe. But it's a bit tight parking in there, and they're charging nearly 30 quid. That sun's a bit bright, isn't it? Now this road, I'm going to turn down here. This is a bit rough. Go on, mate. Go on. Chuffing hell. Flashed him. Dicking about. Oh, flashed me. And then his same flash, he's going to go, but he's got like a 10-second delay in his brain. I'm going to go. Oh, I'm going to go now. No, too late. Yeah. Yeah, this road's a bit up and down. Now this is a bit dodgy here when you get into this lay-by, because you come down here and you have to stay left-hand lane, but you're going right on a dual carriageway. You spin it right. See, it's a bit bumpy here now. Look, we're bouncing about a bit. See, that's the lay-by to right now. We're going in there. So we have to stay in this lane so we can get round. And then it's nice and clear anyway. There's only two in. I can get parked here. This lad's probably going in. He might flash me. Will he? Will he? Will he? Will he? I don't go yet. I'm going to go fairly slow to get down. I'll be coming up side of me yet. No, he don't think he's going in. Yeah, he is. He's going in and he didn't flash me. You ignorant bastard. What a fucking twat. Come. I'm not waiting you around. You can wait. Because I'm a knobhead. Get up nice and tight to the trees here. Here we are. I'll get out and show them my truck now. Right, here we are. We're here. Let me just get this knocked off. Get the handbrake. There we go. Taking outside, eh? Daft dongles. You've left your lights on, pal. Here we are, look, 20 foot. Got a 20-foot box on. This is my beat up old truck, 18 plate. Wards of Wakefield. I think it's a 460, there's no badges on it. Look at that. Fucking somebody smacked that up, didn't they? Not me. But it used to be one of G's. If you look at there, look, it says G there, look. Because that one of there, it used to be one of G's trucks. I think he bought it off him when he was pissed. But whoever drove it, look at the state of that. Then they've got this. Look at that. Nice wheel trims, bent. So yeah. So that's it. And we're parked here on the stack area. But it's no badge on it. Should be a badge on here. We haven't got one on, so we don't know what it is. I think it's a 460 anyway. Shit. And somebody's put Alcantara on it, look. That was a good idea, wasn't it? Just so you can get all fucked up. Yeah, let me put that back on there. Flick it round, flip me round. Flip it round, flip it. There we go. We're on. Oh yes. Yeah, it's good enough, mate. Just because I ain't got a bonnet. Yeah, probably when it flip-flops it had it. I don't know who works for G's, I've never worked for them. Oh, is that why? Well, he got these cheap. He only paid 10 grand for this. Yeah, I paid 10 grand for this truck. Yeah, I'm here. I bought a truck, mate, on this lay-by. In fact, you know what it's time for? It's time for a beer. If I can never park these. What are you doing these from the girls? You can't get them undone. Time for a beer. There we go. Been in fridge as well, nice and cold. Get top of white. Oh no, I'll leave it in. I leave it in and just put it on rest. It just records all night that I'm on rest. If that's what you've got to do now, to do a 24-hour reading. So if you're away, you have to record it. If you're in truck, you have to leave it in. You only take them out when you're going home. When you go home on the night, take it out. Because you're not in truck anymore, you've left it. They brought all that new ruling in, didn't they, about 2 drivers. If you've got 2 drivers and you're going to pick up the second driver because they used to drive so far, and then they'd always have a driver in the Pony Express it so that the truck didn't have to stop. And so they brought in that ruling, didn't they, that the second driver now has to be in the truck before an hour after it started its journey. So they've cocked all that up. And they're right mess of it. Double manning. Team driving. Yeah, this is only... What's this one? It's not imported. It's 5% this. Oh, that sun's right in the face. Pull that down. That's better. No. A bit more. That's better, isn't it? Now look like I've got... That's better. Well, I know Chuffy Northern lad and know about strong beer. But he's from down south. But he's learnt not to drink that piss from down south. That flat beer. Yeah, where's it brewed, this? Premium lager, brewed and canned in the UK by Carlsberg in Leeds. There you go. Is it Carlsberg? No, Carlsberg, Northampton, Wolverhampton. Yeah, I thought about coming off trucks, mate. I just still love jobs. So I've been doing this job 40 years in 2026, and I've been doing this job 40 years. And I still fucking love it. I don't know, it's just in my blood, mate. I like being out as well. If you want to be at home every night, like I did when my kids was young, I got a job at Asda. Just worked at supermarkets while they were growing up. Then I went on the home and leisure side because I got a bit bored with local crap. And I went on the home and leisure, which we did all Asda's in country then, but we only did like 2 nights away. You weren't away all week. You maybe do 2 or 3 nights away, and you were home every weekend. So, because I was doing European before that, and I went home at all. My son was, I think my son was 4, and my daughter was 1. Oh, my son was 5, and then he was 5. Yeah, he was 5 just after she was born in July, and he was 5 in November. So I never really saw him much of him when he was a little one. So when daughter was born, I thought, got a bit soft. Like, I thought I'm gonna have to get a job local. So I don't want to be like my dad. Never saw my kids grow up. So I got a job at Asda till 2000 when they got a bit older. Then I went on tankers for Lewis's Monday to Friday. That was though. So I still had my weekends at home. I didn't go back on European until 2005. I went on tankers for lift tanks for Den Haag, but most of that were in UK. We were running out of Oss in Holland. But it only takes half a day to get across Holland and onto the ferry. We just went home. We only went back every 6 weeks to get the safety check done on truck. I remember they used to do a run down to Barcelona in Spain, but this lad called Stuart always seemed to get it when I went over to Holland, they just went, "Hey, get a load for back for UK." And first time I went left-hand drive, come out of their yard in Holland, and knocked mirror off when I got back at UK. I'm like, oh, left-hand drive, mirror's gone. Oh, hello, boss. I've got to tell you something, mate. You know that truck I picked up yesterday? Yeah. Well, I broke it already. I haven't got my guitar with me, though. I didn't bring it. Yeah, you should be all right. Second test. I was lucky. I thought I failed my first one, but I took my test at Knaresborough. That seems to be a good test centre. That one. It went round Knaresborough, but the test route. But it was Thorpe Arch. I don't know whether it's still there or not. That test centre, but that was best one to get to do your testing at Thorpe Arch. If you went to Thorpe Arch, you got better chance of passing. Yeah, I should have my guitar around to sing for that. I can't sing that. Can I sing a bit? I'll be a professional singer and guitar player if I were any good. That's going down nice, that beer. Oh, I've earned that today. Yeah, I should have gone to tell them I want to go in. I want to test out a Thorpe Arch, please. I wonder if it's still. I don't know if it's still there. I'm talking like 38 years ago. I did my test. It was a lot easier than it was harder in some respects because we had proper gearboxes, and we also had to do an emergency brake stop. And then you had to drive through you had to go through all gears right from crawler all the way through all gears before they let you out at yard. And then you had to do an emergency stop. But we didn't have to do a couple up test. Karaoke trucking with TYKE. This flipping ticket's falling out of this paper. Get in. Yeah, there's this other lad, he's got 200,000 subscribers. There must be, I don't know, they must like you if you're a nutter. Yeah, he went to go to Holland in his truck and he didn't have any paperwork. Sent him back home. Get your paperwork right, mate, before the set's off. Yeah, glitter ball in camp. I know a lad who had one of them in his camp. It was a bit of a puff, though. Yeah, I put a thing up on my community. This is what you needed, mate. That was from I had. Send them on WhatsApp to you. You just show them your phone, and they're just them two barcodes that are on them paper. You don't need the paperwork. You just have it on your phone. You just hold your phone up to the window, and he scans it with barcode for T form and barcode for your GMR. And if it's all in order, you're okay then. But then, like sometimes you've got to go to that Sevington clearing place if you don't want to go to customs in France, but you've got to go to one or the other for them to check all your crossed out T's and dotted all the I's on your paperwork before they let you into EU. 15 hours or at we made a video about them holding us for 2 hours and we called them bastards. And they must have watched it because next time I went, I was there for 15. Christmas week as well. Shite. I bet you'll be off beer a bit now. Ready for your test, eh? Get up beer at weekend, mate. Friday and Saturday, then keep clean Sunday. Ready for Monday. Oh, lovely. I'll see you later then, Dar. Loves and kisses. Yeah, well, it's been on and off all day here on the way down. It's sun was shining here, but it's gone cloudy again now. Yeah, it's been on and off. It's wet on ground. Let me ashtray. That went down wrong hole. Yeah, you have to do when you're driving, mate. I've been off with whiplash, Anna, for 12 weeks, so I was drinking too much. I'm glad I'm driving again. Only a couple of cans now. I've got to have a little bit after, you know what I mean? It's your reward for end of day, innit? I've done a good shift this shift. Got to have a beer. I stopped at Stockyard last night. I had a Newcastle Brown, but I only bought one for £3 for a bottle. So I only bought one. But yeah, we might be going back on New Cold with this because this container job's not paying any money. Well, I don't think it is. I told him. I said, yeah, 500 quid a week, mate. Profit, it's not worth doing. I'm not going to tell him he's paying me too much, you know what I mean? I make more than he does. And it's his truck. He'll make more on New Cold though. I've got in touch with New Cold. They've sent him all subcontractor paperwork through for him to peruse over. So apparently he's supposed to have been on phone to manager today, but I don't know whether he has or not. He hasn't rung me or anything. I'm going to try and get it on New Cold on reefers. should pay more money than this. This is rubbish. Now, well, they used to be. It used to be a good job, containers. They used to pay you see. They pay you £20. You got £20 just to go on the dock and have a container lifted on. Then you got another £20 to get one lifted off, and you got £20 to have one lifted on. So you got £40 there in your pocket for what? An hour and a half, 2 hours on dock. You got £40 for nothing, for just for loading them, and then you got paid £1. I think it was £1.60 £2 a mile loaded and £1 a mile empty. But if you got a reload on it, which then you'd only run, say you were in Billingham up northeast, and you might get a reload then from scrap metal yard for somewhere for India or something, and so you got paid again. You got your £2 a mile to run back then, and you got your £1 a mile for running from Billingham to Middlesbrough, which weren't bad. But there's nothing loading on these containers anymore. They're all coming back. I've just been up to Stokesley, and you're coming back from Stokesley all the way back here on £1 a mile, and you're not making a penny on that. You're just breaking even to bring the box back. It's a waste of time. So it works out then for your full mileage is £1.60 a mile. I said to him, they're not even giving it £20 and £40 to tip it, and £40 to pick it up and drop it off. So there's 80 quid there, ain't job. So you get none of that now. Don't seem to be anyway. I said we were getting paid that mileage plus that extra money 6 years ago. It's not price of rate of fuel now. It were a pound a litre back then, 90 pence a litre to £1 a litre back then. Now you're paying £1.67, 70. So £6.20 on tippers. Just depends what they're getting you to do for that, mate. Be better off go to Newcold on days. You can make that there on fridges. They'll have you. They'll have anybody there. Oh, you're far away from there, aren't you? Are you at Leeds? If you're at Leeds, go to Newcold. If you're a bit further away, I don't know. It's a bit too far to go on days then, isn't it? If you're over at Huddersfield. 5 runs a day. Just depends how far you're going as well then, doesn't it? Sounds crap to me, mate. I won't do it. I went on tippers and I'm doing 2 runs a day. Thought this is that one, but it's all crap. You're going in out. I'm going in out crappy places, covered in sludge and shit, busting your tyres on because you were going in quarries and bits of shit on old chuffing, ripped up concrete, that reinforcing for concrete and all that, stuck up in flipping road that they'd got. You bust your tyres, you rip your tyres to bits in there. I won't run my own truck in a place like that. What a flipping joke. You won't make any money again. Paying out for tyres all the time. Yeah, it's won't do any of that. And this don't look like it's paid. There isn't many owner drivers on here. Last what? Before 2019, and then they had the old Convid, and that seemed that wrecked it down here because none of the Chinese ships were coming in. The dock, I've got a photograph of one total half of the dock totally empty. Never seen it like that in my life. Just little concrete stubs where containers used to sit. Yeah, I've got a photograph of that somewhere because I've never seen that in my life. And so I thought, look at the state of this. Anyway, that's when they all dropped off because they didn't want the subcontractors on anymore. They were struggling to keep their own trucks running. And some of them they put on furlough, I think. They could have an option to keep driving or go on furlough. So a lot opted for furlough, I think. So now it went, and then it's arse dropped out of containers then, and it's not really come back. It's half as good as it used to be. So it was young James that said to go on here because he started working for this guy first, and then he said I got the international CPC. So he said if you get Rob on, he's international, so we could start looking at international work, might pay more. But then I said your trucks are too old, mate. They're not up to it. So put them on new cold. New cold's all right. I don't know what he hasn't sent me the package through yet though to have a look over because they're supposed to have sent him the rates. So I said, let me have a look at them. I'll cost it up for you. Because he bought these. I don't know why he bought these. I think he was pissed. Just go to Newcold. Well, where do you live? How far are you away from Newcold at Stanley? You know, Whitwood truck stop. And go on day work from there if you want to do days. If you want to go nights out, then there's quite a lot of companies in Leeds. But I would say, yeah, Newcold would give you the go because they can't get drivers. Mayfield. Yeah, it's not too far for you, that. Straight out 62. And you're there. Yeah, they might give you a start. I'll ring manager up if you want, Paul Thornton, and ask him. So I've got a lad here, he's just passed his test, wondered if you want to take him on, give him a go. Jenkinson's will have you, mate. Walking floor shit. Too mucky. You've got a sheet all top up. Spraying them sheets on it, rain, shit comes all over you. A walking floor, it's a tipper, but the floor moves inside. So they load it from the top like a tipper, but then you open the back doors. You got back like a back door that you open, and then the floor just keeps moving like that and just tips it out that way because the floor rolls like a round on a belt. Or they have some that lift up and move. Or they have rollers that just roll around. Yeah, just rolls it out the back. If you go to Jenko's, I mean, I don't know whether they've got any. I don't know where Jenko's yards are because it never interested me, that work. Never done it. I won't do it because you got to take shit. You got to roll sheet across the top and then strap it down. On top, once it's loaded, you roll a sheet over. But yeah, Jenko's or Scania's, isn't it? Nice motors. Now then, let me think. You've got if you went to New Cold, you've got DAFs. The new trucks have got are MANs. What else have got? Oh, Mercedes, Actros. We've got all them three at New Cold. They're all 500s, 510s, and that. Yeah, well, you can go on days for New Cold. They'll give you day work. Just run over to, they do a lot out of, what's it called now? Forgot the name of it. Been out and getting home, mate. I know the place, I can see it. It's called, begins with P. Yeah, they go over to that Liverpool way, Newcastle way, north east, down to Nottingham and back in day, Northampton and back in day. So yeah, be all right for you that day work. You'll be home every night then, but you know the thing is with me with truck driving, you're doing 12 hours a day. So by the time you've driven there, half an hour to work, half an hour to get home, maybe an hour because you're in traffic because it's rush hour, right? And then you've done a 12-hour shift. So that's 13 hours, and then you just get in bed when you get home. Funny thing with truck driving, it's long hours. I don't know any jobs where you're on short hours. You've got to do at least 12 a day. Even if you're on day work. Unless you go to supermarkets. You can get 8 hours a day in there. Working for Asda. They're not too far away. Down at Whitwood. Morrison's. Junction 41 off M1. Then you've got other way, you've got like Manchester way, you've got who's over there now? Rochdale. Who's it? There's one at Rochdale, isn't there? Forgot the name of them. Well, yeah. That's it, mate. Isn't it, wheel burner? I think we've got more regulations than pilots have. And they don't have to do anything. They just sit there once they've taken off. They just sit there all trip, drinking tea and nodding off and that. Bet a little alarm bell goes off. Beep, beep, ready to land. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? You just let your truck going out. I'll get on bunk now. Let me know when I'm getting near the town. That'd be funny, that, wouldn't it? Well, they've got worse now, mate. Chuffy now. Changed out driving regs. Yeah, you could have 3 24s off as your weekly rest, and then you had to have on your 4th week you had to have a 45 and then pay all them other hours back. So you just had an extra day off on your 4th week, but you could do 24 hours if you weren't at base and you went 3 weeks away. You could have 24 hours off as a weekly rest. and they got rid of all that because, and they stopped the team driving as well doing it, you see, because you could run for 3 weeks. You could run for 3 weeks teaming it and never stop. But now you can only do 31, is it? In 36 hours, is it? To have 9 off? 31 hours, I can't remember. But yeah, so both drivers have to have a daily rest at the same time. Well, what's point teaming if you can only do 20 odd hours and then stop anyway? So that's why all that's gone. It's not worth doing. You can't pay them. You can't pay the wages. You can't get paid per mile, so they get paid hours or day rate, and you can't afford to pay 2 drivers sat doing nothing for 11 hours every 24. So that wrecked that. Then you couldn't do the 24s while you're away. So then that you're having to do 45 hours off. So that just wrecked. It's all wrecked. Oh, that thingy. That's that film, isn't it? That airline, is it airline? What did they call it now? Airline. When she's blowing it was emergency pilot, wasn't it? What blow up doll, wasn't it? Pilot, and she's like trying to blow it up. No, I don't know how we do it either, mate. You can't make any money. What have I driven today? I've been on container base for, no, it's gone off now. I've been on container base for tipping container for 5 hours today. I've just drove up from Stockyard at Rotherham, where I parked up last night, up to Stokesley, 2 hours, and then down here 5 hours. So I've done 7 hours driving. How many kilometres? And I've done 14 hours work and done 7 hours driving. Yeah, it's pathetic here now, mate. You can't make any money. And they used to put magnets on. You could put because of these digital tachographs, you put a magnet on the gearbox where it reads the speed and everything. You put a magnet on there and it wiped the tachograph out. So it said that you were on rest. And then you could just drive, and then nothing worked. It didn't even clock mileage up on your clock because it were on the gearbox. It stopped the signal. So you could even do like keep your mileage down on your truck for when you sold it. And so I put a magnet on, wipes everything out, and get a proper shifting. But now these new gen digital tachographs send a signal out, right? We've got Wi-Fi now and that, so they send a Wi-Fi signal out to like if there's a, what do you call them now? We used to call them DOT, I think we used to call them that, but now it's ours is called VOSA or DVLA, is it now? Keep changing if not DVLA. I forget. Anyway, they changed their name as well. But yeah, so if they're sat outside at road or a police car sat outside at road and you're going past, it sends a signal to them, but throws up a red flag saying I'm being interfered with, and they can actually read your hours. It sends a signal to them. So if you're running without a magnet on, but you've done 5 hours driving when you're supposed to stop after 4.5, then that sends a signal to them where you're going past. It'll flag up, and because they get a signal from your truck now. And in Germany they've got toll collect, which is like an overhead camera, so you don't have to go through the barriers. on the tolls. In Germany, it's just a camera on the road which reads your number plate as you're going past. And if you're running over your hour, you've got a magnet on there now. Every toll collect where you're driving under bridges where they've got these toll collect machines, that throws a red flag up to say that you're on that road and you've gone over your hours or you've got a magnet on. So you can't do anything now. You can't get away with anything. These new tacos, and there's a new third gen coming out, so I don't know what they'll be able to do. Probably just immobilise your truck. You're not ready yet. Can't drive yet. Yeah, it gets a job rate. But yeah, it's all gone to the wall now, mate. It's hard to make a living at this game here. Plus, you can only do 56 mile an hour. You can't get much done. Yeah, that were all EU, but they've not taken any EU regulations away from us. What is Switzerland? Out on EU regulations, they're on their own. They just have to, if you're running EU, then you have to be on EU regulations. But if you're running in your own country on a standard O license, then you should be able to do 60 mile an hour, shouldn't you? And we should have his own hours rules. Which that's that stupid French ideas. To stop after 4.5 hours, and they say, oh, it's health and safety. What a load of bollocks. Health and flaming safety. Could do 6 hours. I could do 6 hours driving, like when we used to run bent, and not be tired, because like an hour in charge of my own hours, so I know when I was tired and when I could run. And because you can run more without having to worry about the clock, you didn't get as fatigued. Because then you can say, oh, sod it, I'm tired, I'm going to pull up for 2 hours, do a bit more work later. Oh no, you can't do more than that duty now, so, oh well, I've got to keep going now because I need to get to where I want to be. And the tachograp's going to tell them that I'm illegal when I'm not. I'm safe. You're health and safety. Fuck off. Now they're all saying, mate, now hours of service, because it's all under EU, still EU regulations. So our regulations are the same, and then every country that's in the EU, theirs are the same. Switzerland's different because Switzerland's never been in the EU. So their hours are different. And I don't know about Turkey. Theirs will probably be different. They'll probably be on AETR rules in Turkey, which were old rules across Europe at one bit. They might be on them, or I don't know what they're on. Tolga, is he in here? What's Turkish rules? Do you know them? Yeah, every other country. They're all EU now, aren't they? Romania, Poland, Czech Republic. Yeah, they'll all be on the same rules. I don't know what Russian rules are. Never been. My mate's been to Russia. Yeah, he went. He did Madonna. You know, he was doing event stuff and took Madonna all the way to Moscow on a tour. Did about 3 months away. And I thought I was doing Metallica last year, didn't I? But that didn't happen. There was Craig in here earlier. Craig's done. He's done some tour work. Yeah, he's been Switzerland, Spain, Poland, I think, Germany, doing some tours. That's what I wanted to be doing, and then Never happened, did it? But I got back in touch with that JP at Stage Freight. It's now Stage Truck, you see. And their recruiter and PR woman, she says, she emailed me because I'd worked for them. I said, get back in touch. So I did. And I said, have you got any work? And he put soon. So he didn't say no. So it might be a bit promising. Might get back on this and do get a bit of tour work. Somebody better than chuffing Snoop Dogg. I don't even like rap. I went and listened to it for 10 minutes and then thought, oh, this is crap. Yeah, that's it. Hopes and dreams. Yeah, they got rid of paper logs. I started driving in '86 and they just started getting rid of paper logs. So the tachographs were starting to get fitted. You had to have a new truck though. And the new trucks were fitted with the analog tachograph of the disc. And before that, were on paper logbook. And so I think it were about, you could run for 2 years grace, I think. Then you had to have the tachograph fitted, but because your truck didn't have one, you had a couple of years to get one fitted. And so about 1988, every truck in every truck in EU had to have a tachograph. That were a German invention. Germans, the Germans. They invented tachograph, and chuffing French came up with rules. That's why it's a mess. Yeah, Trans Am are all right, bog-eyed, but what they do is they have you flying out. They fly you out. I don't like flying. They fly you. You'll team up with somebody to team the truck to get it to the next venue, but then they might want you to do another truck from another venue for another artist. So they fly you from there to there. So you're just hopping about on planes to do a team drive. And I'm like, I don't fancy that. Forget that, mate. I don't like flying, and never mind like 2 or 3 times a week. No, don't worry, mate. I've got an incentive there. I can do it. I can do a flight once a year, you know what I mean, twice a year, but not 3 times a week. Tempting fate then, aren't you? Chuffy pissing it down again here. Look at that. Hang on, let me flip it around. Look at that lot. And as he stood there, look at him stood on it. He's just pulling off his bike, thinking, oh, knackered here. Got a little scooter. You see him? I'll just put wiper on a minute. Flipping. Look at that. You wet? Are you wet, mate? I am. Yeah. I think he was a bit wet him. We still is. Oh, I once got caught like this coming on my bike coming home from Bridlington. Chuffing hell, it came down. And I was absolutely drenched right through, you know what I mean, right through to the skin. Totally flaming drenched. Felt like I peed my pants and everything. Yeah, even through my leathers. I had leathers on, but they weren't waterproof over the top or out. And all the leather was sodden. That much rain. And I'm riding home. I didn't even have a visor. I had one of them piss pot helmets. Yeah. Pair of sunglasses on, chewing gum riding down the road with rain blasting in my face. Totally piss wet through, trying to look really cool. Oh, Seddon Atkinson. They weren't bad then. That what first truck I had a real Jacobs Jake brake in it. It had a Jacobs in it. The original Jacobs first Seddon Atkinson I drove. I think it was when I went to Asda. And they've still got some old Seddon Atkinsons. And the one I drove had the original Jacobs, but it was a foot pedal. You had like two positions on it. You could click it once and click it again on a foot pedal. Which were your brake foot, which were your clutch foot, I mean. So you just clicked it and then it came on. And then you clicked it again, it came off. And then you clicked it twice and it went on even more. Yeah, original Jacobs, that. Proper Jake brake. And I was going down hills to Cone. And I didn't even have to use foot brake with that. I just went, that, put that on it, boom, hold you back. Good brakes. A stolen Mac with a Vision 350 motor and a 15 double over. A stolen Mac, yeah. Which were our model then? Were that like rubber ducks? I don't know Mac models. That like rubber duck, them, was that our model? Yeah, it's nice round coat, it's not bad. It had brakes like milk bottle tops. Hey, that was good, that Jake brake that were in that Seddon I had. Well, it weren't mine, I just drove it for that shift. Because they had a few in, they started getting Volvos. They used to have loads of Seddons and they had some MANs, old MANs, and then they started getting the Volvo FL10s. And then that's all they ran, the FL10s. And then when they had the home and leisure job, we got the Scanias, the what were they called now? Scania 164s. Right, 164, 14, Scania 143. What it? Yeah, we have Tolga. What's Tolga? Do you know what driving regulation? Similar to EU or different? Because they're not in EU, are you? So you won't be under EU rules in Turkey, will you? Only problem they have with well, they had the D13, right? Which what 13? They had the 12 litre, which used to be F12. They had no problems with that. Then they went over to the 13 litre. They didn't have any problems with that. And then they went to the 14 litre, which was the D14. And they put the engine management system in it, and that's never been, they're never right. There's always a problem with engine management. They're always at shop because of the engine management system that they've put on it. So it's the electronics more than the engine. And now they've got that new 16 litre, the D16. And I don't know about that because it's new, innit? Is it a 17 litre? 16 litre what? 700, 750. Now they've got a 17 litre 780. Is it? Something like that. So now, only problem I know they've got is the engine management. Since before, same with the EU. All right, similar. Got some new ones. I've not yet begun to defile myself. Yeah, let me have another cigarette. I said Doc Holiday. Good film, that, innit? It's good film, that. Good film is Tombstone, wasn't it? Tombstone. Tell him I'm coming, and Al's coming with me. I haven't yet begun to defend myself. Coughing blood, wasn't it? Coughing blood at time. I haven't yet begun to defend myself. I'm your Huckleberry. T600 with a crap. Oh, with it down just 750 horsepower. Caterpillar though. Caterpillar what best engineer in Europe when they were legal. When they weren't out regulated. Caterpillar, they put Caterpillars in Fodens over here, and I don't think they put them in ERFs. It were all Cummins in ERF, but I might be wrong. But the Caterpillars that they put in the Fodens, what they use for heavy haulage, they were about 700 horsepower, 650, 700s. Scania V8 couldn't touch it. It just romped up hills with that big cat whine. Whoa! Good engines. Yeah, I think Caterpillar engines are still used. They still make them, but they don't go in trucks anymore. Yeah. All right, they put Detroit's in. I didn't know. I've only ever seen them with Cummins in. I said I could be wrong though, didn't I? Well, I'd only seen them with Cummins. Not seen them with the one I got, my first ERF I had a 280 Rolls Royce in it, which was the Eagle engine, and they sold that to Perkins. It became the Perkins Eagle, and still make that, the Perkins, but I don't think that goes in many trucks. I think that a lot of theirs go in boats now, don't they? Because it's still like 280 horsepower still. And then after that I got one with a Cummins in it, and then all the ERFs after that were all Cummins. Right, yeah, because they won't have any regulations out there, will they? They're a bit more manly out there, aren't they, in Australia? Still sheet up with ropes. Real men. Road train, 3 dogs long. All right. Rolls Royce Screamer, aye. What first truck I had that, and that were a Rolls Royce with a Fuller 9-speed Road Ranger. And then when I got the next one I got, had the Cummins in it, and that had a Fuller 13-speed Road Ranger. And then they went over to Eaton Twin Splitter, didn't they? But you could still get Road Rangers if you spec'd them, because Marks and Spencer's used to run ERFs, and they had the 13-speed Road Rangers in them still. But I can't remember anybody running an 18-speed over here like they have in America and Australia. Only 18-speed gearbox that I know of over here is the ZF Synchromesh. That were an 18-speed. But all road Rangers that I've seen over here, I mean, I'll be wrong again. Probably did have them, but heavy haulage or something. But we only had 13 speeds. Hot road train, eh? That were a good truck, right? They're just getting trucks right then, well, Leyland. And then they went and ruined it. Decided to put daft cabs on everything, didn't they? Start building dafts, Leyland daft. And it all went downhill. At least these cabs are big. Bit American influence in our space. It's biggest cab on road is this for space. You got all that overhead, you know, like a big sleeper. They've put it on top over your head there. We got cupboard space, extra bed up here. Look, but they're not like Americans. They have condos over there, not trucks. It's a road condo. Oh dear. Well, I'm not starting while dinner time. So I might drink all them 4 cans yet before I've done. And it's starting to get dark now. Put my light on. Oh, it's a bit light, right, that next one. That one. No, that one. There we go. Dim it down a bit. There. It's better, isn't it? Yeah, I had a where was that now? A company called Edwards. Right, there were a company called Edwards, and they had they used to do Ireland and Germany, and I did some agency work for them. Like, you either ring you up and say there's a company wants a driver, do you want to go over? So I went for Edwards for a week. They needed a driver, and they had a Leyland road train with a Spicer gearbox in it. That were I didn't like. I couldn't get on with that Spicer. I think that had a Caterpillar engine in it as well. I'm not sure. I'm not whether it was a Leyland engine or a Caterpillar. All right. See you, mate. See you, Robbie. Thanks for coming in, pal. I didn't even know you were here. I missed your comments. I must have missed your comments. Oh, it's there, look. Day off. Missed that, mate. Sorry. Thanks for coming in anyway, pal. Yeah, well, they got rid of Foden, didn't they? When Packard bought, I'm just seeing that comment. When Packard bought Leyland DAF, they just got rid of the name Leyland, kept the block, the engine. The Packard engine is actually based on the old Leyland block. Obviously, it'll be virtually a different engine now, but originally it was the Leyland engine. And they got rid of Leyland, they bought Foden, got rid of Foden, just kept all as DAF, didn't they? With the Packard engine, because obviously they redeveloped the Leyland engine so they could call it a Packard. But it's based on that block. See you, mate. See you, Robbie. Yeah. Has wheel burner gone yet? Is he still in? I asked him if that truck, that Mack that you had, wheel burner. The rolling whorehouses. Wheel burner. Well, that Mack that you had, I might have missed your comment. Was that like rubber ducks, that Mack you did your testing? Well, that's what that Mack R series. Yeah, bastard a like. I think there's only 18. Yeah, I've only got 5 likes, so somebody hasn't done a like, have they? They might not like it. Don't hit the like if you don't like it. I don't like it. No, PACCAR owns DAF. PACCAR bought Leyland DAF. Leyland joined with DAF, so it became, they weren't Leyland and they weren't DAF. It was called Leyland DAF. And then that's when Leyland started going downhill. And then PACCAR bought Foden, Leyland, and Leyland DAF. They bought, PACCAR bought them. PACCAR own DAF. This has got a PACCAR engine in it. Have you seen that there, look? Keeps calling me Arnold Shipman, twat. Nah. Yeah, parked up, mate. Pissing it down on a lay-by. On my little stack lay-by. That not many people know about. But if they watch my video live now, hopefully they won't. They won't know about this stop. This little parking spot. But you can only park here when you're empty. They're not that much better, mate. PACCAR engines, actually. You keep getting EGR problems with them. It keeps coming up, flipping. Engine fault. Every flipping. I don't know, that big black one I had when I were on at Campbell's, that had an engine light on all the time I drove it. EGR. And he took it back to Ireland to get it fixed, and he had it 3 months before he got that fixed. Kept going into the shop, they couldn't fix it. And he couldn't and it needed an MOT, and it wouldn't pass the MOT with the engine light on. Because obviously exhaust gas recycling problem. So they won't pass it. So now they're paying it arse. Yeah, well, Mercedes, you see. Mercedes build everything. The Germans build everything right. You can't take that away from them. I mean, they're a bit anal with rules. And the police are like, I think the police have been, their training manual, it's the old Gestapo training manual. Papers, please. They're still like that now. But you can't take it away from Germans and how to engineer stuff and build it. Certainly. Best engine built in Europe. Well, it's a just Scania V8's always been a reliable tow. They seem to run forever, but they do have the problems, like, but I'd say they're quite really one at most reliable. And your Volvo engine, it's quite reliable till you get to about about a million miles, million and what, 1,400,000.5 kilometers, and then they just, you don't know when it's going to blow up. They always seem to blow up. I think they're designed to blow up at a million miles. We can't make them last forever. We'll build it to blow. We'll keep it reliable for a million miles, 5 years or whatever. Blow it up. Yeah, Volvo's a good engine, but yeah, you couldn't beat Cummins. That Cummins I had in that Mercedes, I never had a problem with it. Mercedes in the ARF, Cummins in ARF, never had a problem with that. And Mercedes are built well, they're reliable. They don't seem to break down a lot. The problem they have is they just didn't have any power. But the new ones, since they got the Detroit, I don't know whether it's the Detroit block or they built a totally new engine using Detroit technology or whatever, but the engine got a lot more powerful after that, because we used to call it the German hill detector before then. Because everybody, Mercedes would patch you up flat and you'd pass them on hills. Right, 700,000. It's not a lot, is it? A few years, like, but when it blows up. Well, this is on 639,000 kilometers. So, because it hasn't done a lot really for its age, because it's a 2018. This. It's only done 639,000 kilometers, which is what? Not even 500,000 miles. So it hasn't done a lot of work for its age, really. It ain't got a bad truck here, actually, for 10 grand. But a Mercedes sold to Renault for Clio 3 Sport models, that was really big pain in my ass. 530, yeah, you've done more miles than this has. This is a 2018, it hasn't done that many miles. And it's been battered. Bent top bumper, bent wheel trims, must have had a flip-flop in it. You know, one of them flip-flop drivers. Always seem to keep crashing into things. Another car turned up here now. I'm sure they're bumming on this lay-by. It's becoming a dogging lay-by, this, I think. Look, doggers here, look. What you off dogging with, mate? Don't come here. I'm going to hit you off the head with my fucking tyre thumper. Dirty bastards. I wonder what they're doing, these lot. I'm going to start dogging or what? Here, look. This car's pulling up here, look. They're all fucking... Hang on a minute. Oops. Here, look. Let me flip this round. Here, look. Keep turning up in cars. Look, munching about. Look, I think they're dogging. I think they're going to start dogging in a minute. They're doing something dodgy. What do you reckon? Yeah, that sounds good fun, that wheel burner, getting a dodgy Hellcat. I'm going to buy one, I'll borrow it off your brother. Right. Going up the hill up. What's he doing? Some dodgy characters about now. Running the wrong fuel filters. Twat. Yeah, they're complicated now at engines, aren't they? They're that fine tuned. That, you know what I mean? That you don't keep everything, use right oil and use right filters and everything, it sends them out of sync, doesn't it? Yeah, it's something to look into, that, isn't it? You've got to think about all your aftermarket parts, haven't you? All right, paying this for a truck, but how much is it going to cost me to maintain it? Do I have to use manufacturer's parts that you pay through nose for, and over your, what, 3 or 4 years, how are you going to keep it? How much extra are you going to spend? That's something to think about, isn't it? Never thought about. I thought about it sort of, but never thought about like how much it'll cost. Yeah, they will, because they're complicated, that's why. And Volvo, did you know Volvo? You can buy a Volvo over here for, I don't know, we'll say mid-range, like what, close to £200,000, yeah, which is like mid-spec, not top spec, a nice 540 or a that kind of size engine, a nice 540 with all your extras on it, for about 200, just short of 200, 190,000, something like 180,000 if you get a bargain. Brand new. You can buy that for 180,000 to rebuild it, right? To buy all the parts for that truck and then rebuild it. Cost you £300,000. That's how much to rip you off with parts. You could buy all the parts and assemble it yourself, and it'll be 100 grand more expensive than buying one from factory. Yeah, I'd have to get a license. I wanted to drive over there. I can't drive on my UK license over there. I've got to pass my test. I don't know how old I'm getting old now, you see, so I always worry now that I'm old. At least I've got my health cover here. I don't know whether I'd have it in Canada. Would I still get my health cover and everything? $298,000 Canadian. Yeah, that's similar, isn't it? £200,000, about the same. We are at similar prices. It's not much in it. Only we don't get a nice like 760 sleeper. We get like, what's that? I don't even know what that is. 40-inch bunk. Got a 40-inch bunk, me. And that's because it's overhanging back seats. It's about 36 inch at the back of that seat there, where your head goes. It's maybe not that. It's probably 28 inch. And that's even narrower, this thing here. About 24, 26 inch. not much. What time you up, Wheelburner? Is it late there yet? What's it here? 8 o'clock here. Ah, you'll be alright, ain't you? Where you parked, mate? Are you back at yard? I saw you were on your live when you parked up. You'd only got one load, hadn't you? And then they cancelled your second load, was it? I was watching. Before I went live, I was in Felixstowe truck stop having sausage and egg for late lunch. I had to fill up anyway, and I had to have a 30-minute break, so I thought might as well get some sausage and egg, a few chips, just to put me on to get my meal going in here, which I'm going to do in a bit. Yeah, that pissed nomadic bit off, wouldn't it? If I come and drive for Wheelburner instead of him. And more chance of getting a job though in Canada than I am in America. You know what I mean? For them, I mean, more chance of getting over there than getting a permission to work there than in America at the minute. I'm going to just jump out and have a piss on my wheel. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. Yeah, if I were 30 years younger, you know what I mean, I was more like 30 instead of 60. Well, no, actually, when I split up with my first wife because of her drinking, I was 46. So, yeah, I'd have come then. If I'd have known you then and I was single, I'd have come then. Hey, told you. Cheers. That's one done. You see how long that lasted because I was talking. We'll have another. Clean this can. You don't know who's pissed on them, you see. You know when they're not pallets, when you're in these yards, you see them in these yards, and they're like get right back at pallets and piss on them, and a good bit of roll in shrink wrap, you know what I mean? Anything like that. There'll be piss going on top of that can, and then you'll get them, and you're drinking, and you've got your mouth on somebody else's piss. So I always give them a wipe round like that because I've seen people pissing on pallets. Like, you dirty bastards. I've only got 4 cans, mate. But I've got a... Where's that now? Oh yeah, I've got one video when I took second wife with me. She liked to drink as well. We got lipping fridge full of beer. She would just drive. We'd just be driving down the road, and she'd be necking beer while I would drive. Twat. That didn't work out either. She reckons she could take being a truck driver's wife, and then it's like, I'm lonely. You need to get another job. Well, I can't get another job. That's what I do. I'm getting a flat. My mum's getting me a council flat. All right, piss off. Best thing about it, she's going, I'm lonely, and now we're running out to, we're doing France then. No, we're doing Spain. I got my own truck on fish to Spain. And she was shagging these young Polish lads moved in next door. The old woman lived there. And I think a landlord threw her out because she wasn't paying her rent and she would wreck it house. So he threw her out because they're renting it, and then they were renting this one because it was like a block of townhouses where they're all joined together. And these two young Polish lads moved in, and I'm driving down to Spain thinking I'm coming home. Sweet baby, I'm coming home. She was shagging fucking Polish while I was gone. Dirty bitch. So that marriage didn't last either. I tell you what I've done now. Things come back on daily total. 7 hours driving. And I've done 749. What's it now? 397 639,585. What was it this morning? I've got my check sheet here to tell me what you have to put mileage in when you check it. 639. No, 34. I've done 550 kilometres. 551 to be precise. 550 kilometres in 7 hours driving. That's all I've done today. And I've done 14 hours work. Yeah, 14 hours work. No, 13 and a half hours work. 5 hours of that were asleep. I just jump up bunk while they're unloading. And it were all these like little boxes, like metal, little boxes full of metal. So that's why it's only a 20 foot, because it's all you needed to get it up to weight. And it weren't full to the top either, about 3/4 high. And it was weighed out at 29 ton, which, what's that in pounds? I don't know. 29 ton, 20,000. 29 ton, 30,000. 97, 40. What's that? 50-some thousand pounds, isn't it, that? Ish. Somebody do a calculator for me. Tell me how many £1,000 29 ton is. That's what we're in it. 343 miles. Yeah, that's what I've done today. It's been 7 hours driving. That's crap, innit? Because you're only doing 55, 56. Cars getting it way, flipping hold ups. It's when you can make any money over here. That's what I said to him. I said, I've got international CPC. We'll get you in Europe, mate. Get some specialist fish hauling or something down to Spain. That'll make some money. I could make £7 a trip on that. But in a week, fucking free. What's this paying? £3,500 a week. I said, yeah, you make 500 quid getting them rates, mate. You didn't miss much, mate, because I jumped out for a piss as well. We're just on about rates here, wheel burner. This job is getting, this guy I'm working for here, I've looked at what he's getting paid for this container job. He's earning 3,500, averaging £3,500. That's his total earnings for this truck for a week. I said to her, I said, mate, you know, I'm making more money than you. You pay me more than you're earning. You're earning about £500 here when I'm looking at figures a week. We were getting £7,000 a week to run Spain with fish. £3,500 in a week. And don't forget, it's £1.67 a litre here for diesel. I don't know what insurance is now for this. What am I now? 1,000 and odd, but I bet it's double that now. I bet you're looking at £4,000 insurance for a year for this. Easy, maybe 5. And that was because I had no claims. You know what I mean? I had so many years where you didn't have any claims. And so many years for like whatever. So I got discounts. I bet you're paying for £5,000 for this. Just on insurance a year. Yeah, I've done 343 miles today in 7 hours driving. And I've done 14 hours work duty. Spent 5 of them unloading. Took them 5 hours. Tempted you 20 foot. They're all in right little boxes. Handball out the back. 63, that's what this weighed. It was a 20-foot container and it weighed 63,000 pounds. Well, nearly 64. Look at that in grams. Now, you see, Americans work their loads out in pounds. They don't say tons. And they don't. And then, when when they say, how much do you weigh? And we'll say, oh, I weigh about 15 stone. Or I weigh 16 stone. They say pounds. So you have to convert the stones to pounds for them as well, because they don't understand stones. It's 14 pounds in a stone, isn't there, is there? Or is it 12 pounds? No, I can't remember. Yeah, that's what I was saying, mate. $12,250 Canadian. Is that Canadian or American? And I get next to home if I do a third load. There you go. I told him, this guy who's this truck is, he's earning. I said to him, I'm making more money than you. You're paying me my wage, and I'm getting more money than you. I'm looking at your figures, right? And you're going to be earning average £500 a week. Yeah, I said you shouldn't be doing this job. I said, I bet you bought this truck when you were pissed, didn't you? Been up beer, haven't you? I'm gonna buy I'm fucking pissed up. Gonna buy a truck. Put it on containers. Yeah, that's about right though, mate. 2,250 per day. That's 10 grand a week. Virtually, with these extra bits on. So it's just short of $10,000 a week, which works out at £7,000. Yeah, we were getting about £7,000 when I was doing it with my truck. Yeah, and he's getting 3,500 on this. I said, me, mate, you're not making any money. You'll be lucky you're breaking even. If something serious goes wrong, you know what I mean? A big maintenance job, you'll just be breaking even. You might even be like James Best. You need 15 credit cards. Get you going. That's not bad, 100 a week. 100 a week, what's that, 52 weeks, 5 grand, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think these are about 5,000 insurance. I said about something like that now. Because it's gone up a lot as insurance lately, hasn't it? $1,500 a week, yeah. Oh, you're doing a lot more miles, aren't you, mate, than this thing? And you go faster. Fuel bill for this is what's fuel bill for this? 6. I've put £600 in it this week so far. And then I've got enough to get back up home. Which is only 290 mile back up north to somewhere where our yard is, so that'll be half a tank, 300. Yeah, about £900. And he earns 3,500 and there's £900 of it gone in diesel a week. Because we're not doing as many miles, we don't go as fast. We get a bit more MPG out of it. But hey, this at 20, what were it now? £63,000 and a 20-foot box with all that air between you and cab. With a 20-foot box sat in middle, and half use some diesel going up. Let me have a look, see what MPG is on it. Average. Is it that one? Trip. I can't find average miles per gallon. Oh, try that one. No. Here we are, eco. Fuel. Average fuel 8 miles per gallon, and that's imperial. So that'll work out about 6 American. And that's doing 56 mile an hour. With that, so with this box on, you see, you've got all that drag. You've got like 20 foot between cab and box, and it did weigh like 63,000 pounds that were in it. That's what the load was in the box. Because it was metal. Yeah, pissed at when he bought it and pissed off now. I was pissed at when I bought it and I'm pissed off now. Yeah, well, I've got in touch with New Cold. You know, that reefer company I was working for last year, because they use subcontractors. So I've got back in touch with them. I told him, I said, just ask them for rates package and we'll have a look at it, because it might be a lot better working there than doing this shit. Well, we're talking to one lad who were up containers for another company called Maritime, and he went to New Cold and he said, "Oh, I'm earning £17,000 a year more here, profit than what I did. I'm earning 17,000 a year profit more than I did when I were on containers." So I said to him, I said, I don't know what rates are or anything. I just did some work for them last year, so try them out, because they're local to us. So try them out, see what crack is, see what rates are to run your own trailer, see what rates are to pull their trailers, and work it out. Might be better than doing this, because this chassis trailer for containers is hiring this, and it's £150 a week just for the hire of the trailer. He's not making much. 500 quid a week. Because he's got to pay me, and I'm not cheap. Somebody's got to pay for my beer, hasn't they? Ah, dear. Let's get rid of that. Take that off. Oops. Pull that off. Plug my phone in. Right, battery goes. There we go. Bit of power on it. Wednesday night, you chippy shut. Bloody hell. No chippy. Wednesday night. The Pakistanis bought it a lot. Turn it into a kebab house next, you'll watch. Bit Turkish. No fish and chips, mate. We've got kebabs. That's what's happening now, innit? You see? You get foreign cuisine, mate. It's alright though, isn't it? You get a bit of variety. But you can't sacrifice a chippy for it, like, you know what I mean? Sacred. Fish and chip shops should be sacred. Once a fish and chip shop, always a fish and chip shop. That's how it should be, mate. Should be a law against changing a chippy into all else. Yeah, we've had a few chippies turned into kebab huts. One's called TYKE's Kebab House. And then old Gilly at Fish and Chip Shop, they used to do really nice fish and chips. And they do kebabs and all that now. And the fish and chips are shit. They don't know how to cook them. It's still a chip shop, but they don't know how to cook them. There you go, mate. Blackburn. Blackburn. Let me guess. Bolton or Nelson. They're around Blackburn, aren't they? Oh, Accrington Stanley. Ian Rush says, if you don't drink your milk, you'll end up playing for Accrington Stanley. Who are they? Exactly. Accrington Stanley. Great Harwood between Accrington and Blackburn. Right. Great Harwood. Isn't that when you get to end at 56 and you go straight over? Isn't that Harwood? You go to A56 at M65 roundabout, then you go straight over there for Harwood. Rings a bell, that. I think it's straight over. Might be wrong again. Somewhere that way. Sure, I've been down there. That would have called Harwood or something like that. Can't remember where I went though. Too long ago. No, can't remember what I got in. Can't remember what I remember going over there, and I'm sure that was called Harwood or something. A59. Oh, down there, yeah. Blackburn, A59. A59 is taking you what, towards Darwin then, is it? No? It's the Wally Road. Clivero. Yeah. Right, we're homing in now. We sent it. We're doxing you, mate. We're doxing you. We're closing in. Pack it in. Yeah, you can have a. Hang on. There you go, mate. You're now a moderator. You commented enough. And you're still here. You've hurt a spanner, mate. You're now one of my spanners. You live in Brazil as well. Good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea, that, mate. Get it fucking jungle out that way. When shit hits fan, then you'll be far away from it, won't you? You won't get hit with any. Stay here, mate. When shit hits fan, we're all going to get a fucking splattered with some. Tom Brian Murray. Tom. Let me comment on my other videos. Tom Brian Murray. Don't ring a bell, mate. Tom Brian Murray. Yep, I'm Brian's. Oh yeah, Smoggy. Yeah, Smoggy. Now I'm a tyke. Well, Smoggy's a nearly tykes out there, just up border. Yeah, I won't live there, Middlesbrough. If I were a Smoggy, I'd leave. I'd get to like working age and say, see, I'm going to live somewhere else. Flipping out, what a place. Middlesbrough. Getting darker, isn't it? It's dark out now. Just a little bit of twilight left. It's slowly going. It'll be pitch black here then. You can't see a thing here when it's at night time. There's no lights here at all. It's totally pitch black on a night. And nice and quiet as well, so you get a good night's sleep. Where's that then? What can be worse than that place? Let me think. Bradford. It used to be a good town, Bradford, before about 1970. What's worse than Bradford? Huddersfield's on that now. Rotherham. That were a good town as well before 1970. Carlisle's a nice place, isn't it? Thought Carlisle were alright. I won't say that were Western Middlesbrough. No, Carlisle's alright. Quite a nice town, that. City, it's a city, Carlisle, isn't it? It's got a big church. You've got to have a church, you see, to be a city. Did you know that? Because it comes under the, like, citizen. And a citizen is somebody who's under the, it comes under Roman thingy. So it's like with Catholic Church. You have to have a big church there. So then you're a citizen in a city. Because you're under church. That's how it works. If you don't have a big church in your town, like, is it a cathedral or something to call it? I'm not sure it's a cathedral. It's something a bit smaller, is it? Penrith's alright as well. That's Jenko's, that's where Jenko's come from, isn't it? Penrith, I think. Truck stop at Penrith. I've stopped there. I've delivered there as well, Penrith. Where did I deliver to now? Like a little industrial estate right back, and there's a milk, where I delivered to, I can't even remember what I delivered. On this side of the road, on the left side of the road as you're coming into industrial estate, there's the place where I delivered. I backed in through their doors, but I can't remember what I delivered. I might have been timber, but I can't swear on it. And opposite there were a dairy where they were getting all the milk out, you know what I mean, on the morning, because I parked up there overnight opposite, and they started at about 4 o'clock in the morning. All these guys shoving up milk bottles of ting 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 ting, milk bottles, loading up milk up, because it was when they used to deliver milk back then. It was a little dairy there where all milkmen came to get the milk. Oh, that truck stop, yeah, I think they do now. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about with that milk dairy? That dairy where, like a little dairy where the milkmen came with like little tranny vans with chucking hot crates of milk on it. Probably shut down now, but it was a little industrial estate back of Penrith there, and there was a dairy with the place where I was delivering. I parked overnight, and opposite it was a milk dairy, and they started chucking crates of milk about at 4 o'clock in the morning. All milkmen were turning up with the tranny van milk floats, loading all the milk on to go and do a delivery. Norflake's Dairy, yeah, that's what, yeah, that's where I delivered to a place opposite that, yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago as well. I think it was timber. I'm not sure what I delivered at next door. I'm sure it might have been some sort of timber or boarding or something. Yeah, I've been about a bit on my time. Yeah, I used to load washing machines in Bergamo in Italy. Take them to Andover. to a place in Andover. Loads of washing machines. I think I did fridges as well. Might have been some fridges as well. Or some at loads. Ah, yeah, it might have been Travis Perkins. Yeah, it might have been some timber to Travis Perkins. That were it. Probably right there. Yeah, I said it was timber, didn't I? I had this thing in my head, it was wood, there was wood on it. So yeah, probably Travis Perkins. Yeah, that rings a bell, that, mate. Yeah, some wood for Travis Perkins. That's what it'd have been. Yeah, it might have been Brumbies. I don't know. Anyway, it was a builder's merchant. That was it. It must have been a builder's merchant because I said I was taking timber in, didn't I? You know, I've probably been delivering some boarding or timber. And I've loaded out of Blackburn. Well, I used to deliver to Asda. When I worked for Asda, I used to go to Asda at Blackburn. And I've loaded a big machine into a container out of Blackburn. And what else have I loaded out of Blackburn? Toilet roll. There's a toilet roll place there. Loaded a load of toilet rolls out of Blackburn. Yeah, who did I work for? I can't remember who I worked for then when I loaded toilet rolls. Big curtain cider. I can't think. That was a long time ago. Nicky Bog Paper. Is that what it was called? Yeah. Right, I'm a bit tired now. Thanks for coming in, everybody, and chatting, and liking, everything else. If you missed me live, when it processes, you can go back and watch the journey down. And peace out, brother. Tolga. Yeah, Nelson. Yeah, that's not far. No, mate. Michael, thanks for coming in, mate. Having a good laugh. Calling me Harold, you twat. See you, everybody. Thanks again, and I'll see you down the road. See you, mate. Thanks a lot, mate. Bye.